Okay, I used the milling machine to create these plastic pieces here. Um, Basically use this to scribe marks and then get it to size. The material I believe is acrylic. It came from a like one of those plastic pieces on bass speakers to amplify the bass. Uh, the first time I think I've cut this material, I sped up the milling machine. I think it was too fast because it started burning the plastic. I've also watched a YouTube video on somebody who explained how you're supposed to cut this material, and one of the problems is chipping. So when the milling cutter gets to the end, it can break off pieces. Definitely had that happening. Like there's a little chip right there. But basically, this is gonna go in like this, like that, and then I should be able to drill and tap holes to accept screws in there. I'm not sure what would be the best adhesive to glue these together. I'm gonna try super glue. I have a hunch though I might regret this. Try to just use a little bit. Already got too much on here, and I don't have something I can easily clean this up with. That felt like it's bonding pretty well. I think that'll work good. May have to clean up the inside with a file when it dries. Yeah, I should have made the gap more. That's good, that fits well. Nice. That'll add some support to this. Okay, let's start wiring this up. So let's do the power first. Oh wait, I'm forgetting something. We need the I2C header. I think I need to get a new soldering iron. This thing's just not getting hot enough anymore. Okay. Um, I didn't solder that on right. Okay, now we're ready to wire it up. So let's do power first. Do the grounds first. Let's use this guy as an example to get the orientations. I guess like for good routing I should do something on the underside, but I like the wires. It kind of gives just like for the aesthetics of it. Fourth pin is VCC. Okay, I'm gonna wire this up off camera. It's gonna take a while. Okay, I got the power rails wired up. So let's test to make sure it's hooked up correctly and the connections are good. Cool, looks good. Okay, I got the OLED I2C bus wired up. Next, we need to put the dip switch in for the IDs. Okay, let's wire in this dip switch. looks like I can't put it over all the way because this header here is at an angle. Suppose I could try and force it in. Let me try that. It's close. Screw it. Let's just move it over one. Okay, that's good. That's wired up. Let's turn this to 1. Looks like this is the wrong Arduino. It's okay, I'll just re-upload to it. Oh, those have to be moved over one. I forgot about that. Okay. I'll just fix that in the code. Okay, I added some code to read the rotary encoder here, and it seems to be working. Updates to display. There is something weird going on. It's like I can see the display, it's halfway in between redrawing, but it fixes itself the next frame. It doesn't appear that the high precision rotary encoder does this. A little bit, but not too much. So that's good. It's always good to test each thing that you add on. Make sure the entire system is working. Okay, I finished wiring up the joystick here. You can see the 2 wires there going into the analog thing. Yeah. I think I'd like to take this to the mill and cut this down a little bit more so that the rotary encoder can sit down more. You can see there's a little bit of room left. The code has been modified to read this provided it's not in the center, and then display the X and Y values to the OLED display. Nice. Okay, I took this over to the milling machine and milled that side there a little bit lower. Let's see how it fits now. Good. Looks like it's Need to clip a little bit more off on these terminals. That doesn't make sense. Why is that? Hmm. Yeah, maybe. Knock off those burrs. Yeah, that's fitting better. Awesome, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna super glue this on there. Ideally, I suppose I should drill and tap some holes in there, but if I'm really happy with this unit, I'm gonna make it even thinner, not using these headers there. Although I have a hunch that's going to be a pretty good bond. Nice.